instead of getting rid of stress, let's get used to stress. This isn't about losing stress will not help you overcome stress, if that makes sense. Obviously, you know.
Good job, Turbo.
I thought I told you time and time again that we won't stop. Back it show by show, I'm tryna triple and double the pot. Move for at least 6 figures, a show or more for him on now. 6 figures. Pooping at 25 rows, all great interior whenever it's cloudy. Every day better my growth from chasing health and wealth, not clout. Baddies under my belt, I cook like a chef, I'm Mr. Chow. Ain't been going no speeds, but I spend G's whenever I browse. Mink on all of my carpets at the house, I walk on clouds. Soon as I get out this work, I'm out the door, I'm in and out. Every girl slapping and burnt just like a perk, I'm in her mouth. Better them grins, my turf, I got out of the dirt without no doubt. Money keep coming and coming, we saving the winter, this summer we wildin'. I can't even call it freestyling, I'm one of designing, the style ain't free. Travel to go like a charter, I'm going back to Saudi to pick up the cream. Landing that A, hit the office, I got a new offer that I gotta read. I'm the same one, took the top off, I'm one of the rappers, they got him intrigued.
What's up, y'all? Hope you can hear me. I know it's a little windy, but I also hope the drone footage was good because it was windy and I haven't really flown it in the wind yet. That's my new little toy that I've been playing with, but I got it for my videography stuff, but of course I'm gonna use it for my YouTube videos. And I mean, things have been smooth. This is my first time running in a minute. I don't usually run because, like, I don't know, I got something wrong with my foot. Like, every time I start running, it's like the inside of it starts to hurt. But we gonna have to thug it out because, like, I've been lifting well and I've been getting stronger. I could feel it, but I just feel like I could do better on the conditioning side of things. So I'm trying to run a little more again. But it's weird that I've been getting, I guess, stronger and like keeping my frame, or at least I feel like I am, because I've been eating like 2 meals a day, not even 3, and like 3.5. I've been eating like 2. So I don't know what's going on, but I mean, I feel good, so I don't try to push it too hard. I'd be like fasting basically through the day. Like, I'll eat breakfast, and what I've really been doing is fasting probably until like 4 or 5 o'clock, and then eating a nice sized meal and then like a snack later in the night. But I'm gonna try and get 3 meals a day again. I cooked up some this morning, but I'm gonna try to get back in the swing of things on my videos, man. I just been indecisive on how I want to do things, and you know, I've been watching this dude, I think his name is Eric Evans, and he just kind of re-sparked the way I want to do videos again. Like back when I used to do my week in the lives, you know, it's like I'll do my cinematic stuff but then like talking for a while, and I feel like, you know, if people watch it, whatever, but I think things are shifting, or at least there's a group of people who watch content that want the longer form stuff and just want to hear people talk about things that'll benefit them. So I'm gonna try to do that again. I was thinking about doing a podcast, but I think I'll just do it on my videos. So I think in this video I'll talk about success a little bit later on, but for now, you know, work hard, man. I didn't want to run. Well, I kind of did want to run because I haven't in a while, but I know tomorrow and the next day, whenever I'm supposed to run again, I won't want to. But I'll speak on it a little bit later. But doing the hard things is part of the job. That's part of the mission we have to achieve our greater destinies, is do hard things. So, you know, I've been grinding this weekend. I was doing some videography, and then I had a quick turnaround on the video I had to make, so I didn't have time to, you know, do the things I wanted to do, chill, hanging out, playing games all day, whatever it might be. You know, I had to get it done, and, you know, I accept the hard things because they feel good when you finish them. Because as soon as I turned that video into the coach, and he was like, man, phenomenal job as always, you know, I can always go to you. And I got someone else who wants to, you know, maybe do a video later with you on some volleyball type stuff. You know, that's part of the game. And like, you know, it was tough filming and stuff because it was an all-day event, and then you had to edit. Like, I took maybe 6 hours to edit it, something like that, just to organize all the footage, and then, you know, you got to pick out the best clips. But when it was all said and done, and, you know, you get that great work, you know, I appreciate you, and here's another gig for you. You know, it's all worth it at the end. So do hard things, because the feeling of completion after them is more than you would get on not doing the hard thing at all and just being comfortable. So I gotta go. I'm gonna eat my apples, maybe drink a little apple juice. I'm trying to get a sponsorship for this apple juice. It's called Martinelli's. This is way off topic, but Martinelli's, it comes in a glass bottle. If you don't go crazy on the juice, just drink a little bit every once in a while, man, it's worth it, I think. But we're gonna work on that. That's gonna be one of my first sponsorships, is Martinelli's, and Honeycomb after that, because I believe in staying on brand and staying true to who you are and what you like. So Martinelli's and Honeycomb, we're gonna speak that into existence one day. But let me go home.
First half of the year, but now it's time to get real hungry for more. Get hungry, get gritty.
Is it yacht selling?
Yeah.
What flavors do you have?
The sour cherry and the mint.
Sour cherry and mint. I'll give you 6 minutes.
What's up, y'all? So earlier I was talking about how this video might be about success, but it's actually about stress, which probably are already by the title. But overcoming stress. I talked about doing hard things earlier and why that's so important. So if we start at how you want to get rid of stress in your life, okay, let's reverse engineer that. If you want to reverse, okay, so at the top we have I want less stress. Okay, what might be the next step? Stop doing stressful things. Okay, so we stop doing stressful things. What does that mean? We get a more comfortable life. Okay, we have a more comfortable life. When things get hard, you won't know what to do. When things get hard, it's gonna hurt a lot more than if you were used to doing hard things over time. So after we got hit with something in the mouth, we folded, we don't know what to do, now we're at rock bottom. And probably more stress than you would have been if you would have done stressful things over time. So let's start back at the top. I want less stress. Instead of getting rid of stress, let's get used to stress. This isn't about losing stress will not help you overcome stress, if that makes sense. Obviously, if you want to win a fight, you got to learn how to fight, not do less fights, so that you have a less chance of getting beat in a fight. If that makes, you know what I'm saying? So add more stress into your life, or at least accept the stress that's already in it instead of trying to shy away from it. It's just like building muscle. You're putting your muscle under stress, and what does that do? That rips the muscle for it to be able to fill up again where those rips were taking place to help grow the muscle. It's just like that in life. You got to rip down your mind, you got to rip down your body so that it can get used to these things and help overcome them. Mold you into a stronger person to be able to handle more stress, to be able to take on more success, really. Because the more stress you can take on, the better kind of person you're going to be. Why? Okay, let's take 2 people. Let's just keep it simple. Starbucks. We all know Starbucks gets pretty busy in the morning. I've been taking my sister there every once in a while. I can't believe how many people there in the morning. You get a large line coming in on the outside drive-thru and people coming inside to order coffee. If you can't handle stress, okay, you're gonna be in there. This person needed this coffee. I forgot how many pumps I need to do. They wanted this, they wanted what, and then your manager's gonna see you flustered in the middle, trying to figure out what's going on, racing. You can tell when someone's stressed. A lot of people, like a thing, I forgot what it's in, but like a mentality thing. It's like someone who's moving fast and sporadically. It's like prey. It's always on the lookout, always on the move. But a predator, a lion, is moving slow, calm. Just moving from one thing to the next. It's just like that with stress and handling those environments. The person in the Starbucks who's calm, able to handle this transaction while helping this customer, and then the manager seeing that, who are they going to trust more? Obviously that person who can handle it. So let's translate that into just your life. I've been asked like how I'm able to manage my stress so well and always seem so calm even in these high pressure environments, and that's just because I've exposed myself to more stress. Like a lot of people ask me that stuff in like the business realm, I guess you could say, like networking. I used to run a student student organization in college. Like they would wonder how I'm able to handle all these things at the same time and seem so mellow, so cool, and just able to handle it. But that's just because I expose myself to more things while I'm in that job, so that during it, it's like nothing. I'm used to it already. I did my own networking events already. I went person to person, asked dumb questions, and figured out how to start asking the right ones. You got to just throw yourself in the pit. You got to just throw yourself into the stress. It's like people, I can't understand why people are scared to put themselves out there when they're trying to achieve something like that. Like if you want to get better at networking, how else are you going to get better than just going out to network? I'll never forget, like when I started in accounting, I had a mentor who knew I was from San Antonio. I go to Texas State. He sent me an event that was going on here in San Antonio. So I was like, you know what, this is my sign. Let me just go. I know nothing about accounting really. I know nothing about networking for the most part. Let me just go see what it's about. And I literally go up to the first dude. I'm like, I know nothing about accounting. I don't know what I want to do yet. I'm just trying to learn. And he recognized my willingness to learn, my willingness to accept this new environment and just take it straight on and just be humble about it, be open. And he just sat, he didn't sit down, but he stood there with me and just explained it for like 15 minutes, what different avenues, where you need to be right now, what you need to start doing. Okay, now I take that and I literally go to the next table off the things he just told me. Now I'm saying it to him. Oh, I want to do this and that. I'm in this point of my accounting recruiting cycle right now. My GPA is this. I plan on doing a CPA, this, that, and the third. So you got to be able to, 1, go into these new environments, and 2, go into these new environments and adapt quick. That's okay it's okay to be foreign. But after you figure out a little something, you got to start pushing that agenda, pushing your agenda, pushing your brand. And, you got to play the game at the end of the day. But overcoming stress, again, accept more stress into your life to get stronger and being able to handle more stress. Okay, now we're at that point. We started bringing on more stress, we're starting to get used to it. Now what? Look for the next challenge. Look for the next thing. Don't get comfortable now. Just because you're getting stronger doesn't mean you need to stop being strong. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. The best football players, the best receivers weren't complacent with just being the best on their team. They wanted to be the best in the league. They want to be the best of all time. And they keep putting in the work like they are trying to be the best. The NFL vets, they're still putting in the work like they were as a rookie. It's the same thing. Now that we've accepted more stress, we've gotten better at handling stress. Let's take on the next thing. It's time to move on to the next environment. Because you have to keep building your body or else it's going to go stale. It's going to get complacent in itself. Don't relax. I know stress might be hard, but it's something we all got to deal with. And the only way to get stronger and handle more stress is by taking on more stress. So put yourself out there, push through, and always accept the next challenge. And for anyone who might want advice or anything like that, my Instagram DMs are open, my comments are open, all that stuff, and we could go through it and just try and figure it out for real. But take on more stress. This is very impromptu, and how impromptu, you might be asking. I already downloaded this video and uploaded it to my YouTube page, but I ran into a guy at church and I was just telling him about the video I was making. I ran into a guy at the gym and I was just telling him about the video I was making about the stress, and I was telling him my opinion on like how you should add on more stress instead of like trying to lessen it. And then he was like, what does the Bible say? And I was like, you are so right. I did not even explain in any way, shape, or form what the Bible said. I said my opinion, which is okay. I think it's okay to share my opinion, but I should also be helping people and lead them in the right direction on God's side as well. So if you are stressed out, one of the verses I remembered is God saying, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And I know that's a big scripture that a lot of people share when they're talking about anxiety and stresses and things like that. And just to another verse that I looked up, it's 1 Peter 5:7, and it says, cast your burdens upon the Lord, for he cares for you. So for all the people who are stressed out and just worrisome, all that kind of stuff, seek God. His yoke is easy, his burden is light, and then cast your burdens unto him. He can take it all. We can't take it all. And that's something I also had to recognize. I think subconsciously I do it, is like not worrying too much because I know God's got me. And I really should have said that earlier, but when I say I don't worry too much, because I know at the end of the day God's gonna bring me out, because he's done it so many times already. Like, I can't tell you all the amount of times when I'm talking about adding those stresses, it's because I already know I'm gonna be struggling. Like, I've been through hard things and stuff, but I know at the end of the day God's gonna bring me out. And for some things, it might even be he's gonna take the stresses that I added onto myself away in a certain shape or form, which is something that happened to me before. I added something I probably shouldn't have that was a stressor, and he just showed me things that ended up taking it away. And maybe it wasn't meant for me, that stress wasn't meant for me, that opportunity, whatever it might be, just wasn't meant for me at the time. So I just have to trust in God and understand that he's gonna do what he needs to do. His path is already, his plan for my path is already set forward. It's already in front of me. So all I can do is just keep striving, keep trying to do the right thing, seek him in everything I do, and he will show my path, and just try and live my life that way. So if you are also stressed out, don't be scared to add the stresses. Don't be scared to, get rid of stresses when you feel God is leading you to do so. But at the end of the day, trust in God to bring you out of anything. Give him all your doubts, give him all your burdens, give him everything, give him all your anxiety, and you'll be brought out on the other side, because his yoke is easy and his burden is light. So accept Jesus, because that's the easiest thing you could do. It's the easiest thing to get rid of a hard heart, to open your life to a better way, I guess I would say. So I wanted to add this in as well. Very impromptu, like I said earlier, but that is my shtick on stress. So appreciate y'all tapping in this video, and I will see you next time.